Where are you spending the holidays? What are you doing for Christmas? Any
Hopefully
plans?
a little time with my family and a little time with her family. So.
What was Christmas like for you, the Cena family growing up?
Oh, it was awfulsome. And I say that because it was...
That's a great new word.
Because it was awesome. Because it was like 5 boys. We all liked all the same stuff, so it was like presents aplenty, but it was awful because we were very bad kids, and we should have got coal every year.
Really?
And Santa, I hope Santa's watching, this is very nice. And we lived in a 2-story house, so all of us would wake up at like 4:30 and be at the top step, and you can't ever go down the steps because my dad, who was asleep but could somehow hear us all, if he heard a step creak, he was like, "Stop it!"
Yeah.
But we couldn't go in and wake them up because it was illegal. We had to let them come out of the bedroom.
No, I know the whole
So we would
rules,
try to peek down, and then eventually somebody would get brave enough to go into the bedroom. All right, stop it, we're going downstairs. And we would go downstairs, and it would be like the unwrapping scene in the Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Where it was just arms and teeth and paper and stuff that needed to be assembled and pieces everywhere, and my old man scratching his head, just ready to swallow a shotgun. It was... It was awesome. It was awesome.
That is just fantastic.
Everything needed batteries.
I totally remember that. I forgot the peeking down the stairs to see if Santa came. And then
man.
I remember at one point trying to almost like grab onto the banister and the wall and try to just shimmy my way down the stairs. Yeah, to not step on the steps, and because it always creaked in my house. I didn't want to get busted. You know, I was reading up about you. You know, I run your Wikipedia page, and
I thank you. For that.
You're welcome. There's one thing I learned, tell me if this is true, but that you try to teach yourself different things, like you learning how to play the piano, or you're learning how to speak Mandarin.
Yeah, correct.
In your spare time. But you were so busy.
But man, you can like...
Rosetta Stone?
No, I got a tutor, we talk, and...
Really?
Yeah.
Mandarin's tough.
Yes, it is.
I got a Rosetta Stone. I couldn't even get past the first, hour or whatever.
Okay, so we'll try something. Here we go.
Really?
你好，我是 John Cena. 他是我的朋友 Jimmy Fallon。Jimmy Fallon 工作是主持人的在电视节目名字 The Tonight Show。请在将来你跟你的父母一起看到我的新的电影，名字 Ferdinand。Ferdinand 开始 December 15th。你不看到我，但是你可以看到 Jimmy Fallon。
That's right. That's what you do. That's how you do it right there. That sounded right.
So,
oh my gosh!
So that's all the words you can't say on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you for doing that.
You got it. It was nothing.
Tell me about you. Said absolutely nothing. Tell me about Ferdinand, because I loved it. I have 2 little kids. I loved the book, the story of Ferdinand. It's just a beautiful story about a bull who doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to be a fighter. He'd rather smell the flowers. And it's just a great point to the whole story. But today, you read Ferdinand. You were at the Library of Congress?
Yeah, this morning.
This morning with all these kids, and you read them all the book. Look at that. How cool is that, man? That's the best. That's why we love you. That's why we love you, buddy.
So it was a really fun time. I obviously believe in the movie. I feel very passionate about it. It's a story that's been around for 80 years, and it's a story about being proud of who you are, even if you're different. Different is okay, as long as you're happy. So we've created a wonderful universe. The guys who made Rio, the guys who made Ice Age have come out and made this wonderful universe out of Ferdinand. I call it a wonderful family film because I think kids and grown folk will enjoy it. There's a bunch of funny people in it. Kate McKinnon is my calming Lupe.
She is hilarious.
It comes out December 15th, and I know every one of you here, by being here, you agree to see it. So you're all going to
yeah, of course. That's the deal.
You're all going to run, see it, enjoy it.
Absolutely. Ferdinand. There's a bunch of scenes I loved in the film, but of course the one I thought was just genius is that at one point Ferdinand has to go through a china shop.
Yes.
To get away.
Yes, imagine that.
It's a brilliant idea. Shop. A bull in a china.
What would ever happen if that happened?
It's just perfect. I go, of course, that has to be part of the movie. It really made me laugh. It was well done. I want to show a clip. Here's John Cena. I think that scene we're going to show in the new animated movie Ferdinand. Take a look at this.
Go in the china shop.
There he is. Let's go this way.
think thin. Right? You're a 2,000-pound feather.
That's well done. John Cena, everybody.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.